Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Cheryl. This is part 2 of the Chicken Little painting. I'm really sorry that I didn't get back to this painting. It's been sitting there on my easel for a long time and calling at me and saying, "Finish me!" So I took the time and actually finished this painting. Now, this video is going to be in like 8 times the amount of time that it took to paint this. So it's been reduced 8 times down, and we're going to go through this quick, which was hours of painting reduced down to about 20 minutes. So as you see here, I'm taking the airbrush and I'm adding some color. Oh, by the way, if you missed the first part of this video, I will put a link up at the top for you to check that out. In the first video, we lay down the background and the foundation of the chicken, which is where we start off with this video. As with all of my paintings, they take many layers, and you'll see I do many layers on this bird to get the depth and the texture that I'm looking for. So I go back and forth. I build it up and knock the highlights back down, and I build it up again and I knock them down, and it's like sculpting the creature on into 3D on a 2-dimensional board. So this is done on a cradled panel, cradled wood panel that's been gessoed, and it's done in acrylics with both my airbrush and some paint brushes. So here I'm adding the color into the background of the bird's red areas, and taking the paintbrush and adding texture. So I will let you watch, and oh, don't forget to hit the like button for me. That will help me with my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that now so that you can follow me, and you won't miss any of my videos. Oh, hit the bell too so that you can get alerted to new videos as they come up. I'm posting every week, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 times a week, doing different things. I do glasswork, painting, jewelry, and I do pinstriping. I paint on cars. So I'm doing a lot of different things. So always keeping it interesting, and I'm also trying new things. So join me on my art journey and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, I thank you for that. And let me know what you would like to see in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and find out what your interests are, and maybe I can do videos on those topics. So I'm going to sit back and let you watch, and I'll add any comments as we go, as the painting progresses. With the airbrush, you need to use a shield so that it doesn't have overspray. It does tend to fan out even when you're doing the slightest work, which is why I like to use a paintbrush as well, because you can get some fine detail with the airbrush, but I do like to use a brush to get that fine detail. As you see, I put in the white highlights, and I knock them back down with a glaze of red. And I keep working the texture that way, back and forth. So here I'm taking the eraser and I'm adding some texture to the eyes. Added in a little bit of darker color to add some shadow, and then I toned it back down again. So you can get some fine lines with the airbrush. In that case, I wanted it to be a little fuzzy, not so sharp. we're starting to get ready to work on the feathers, putting in the dark areas with some black and the airbrush. Okay, now we're doing it flat on the table, and I'm working in some of the feathers. And you'll see this is done in layers as well. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer your questions. This little bird was fun to paint, and like I said, it's done in lots of layers. Lots of little hairs. Starting to come alive now. working in some of the details, trying to get the highlights and the dark areas in. Contrast was what makes a painting exceptional. Without contrast, your painting will be flat. This painting's for sale. It is on my website, artbycherylann.com. I'll put a link to the painting in the details section if you're interested. We can also do prints for you, which is a lot cheaper. Original paintings go for a lot more money because they take a lot of time to do. And all of my paintings come with a signed certificate of authenticity. And this painting comes framed. And another layer of feathers. Well, if you made it through this far, I thank you for watching my painting of my little bird here. And I named the video Chicken Little, but the painting is entitled Little Chicken. There you have it. Little chicken. Go to my website, artbycherylann.com, for all my artworks. They are up for sale, as well as some prints. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.